So what's going on, y'all? We're gonna talk about paradigm shifting later on today, but I keep seeing people talk about this, and so I feel like I need to address it. So come on in, let's have a conversation. Now, if you've been following me for the past years, you know that one of my favorite person one of my favorite people, that sounds better. One of my favorite people that make music is Burna Boy, right? Oh, do woo. You know, Burna, do I got to name a song? I shouldn't have to because if you scroll through my videos, you scroll through my posts on Instagram, trust me, you're going to hear a song from him. But anyway, I see Americans are so mad that Burna had a concert here in the States and a lady fell asleep and he told her to leave the concert. And Americans like, oh, that's so wrong. He's so arrogant. He's so this, he's so that. But let me give you a different perspective, okay? So I went to one of Burna Boy's first concerts here in Atlanta at the Peachtree Theater, right? Now, this was him doing a tour for the African Giant album. So that tell you how long ago it was. I don't even think 1,000 people was in the audience. Like, that's how long ago it was. But anyway, there was somebody in the crowd, and this video went viral. Y'all can go and Google it. But Burna Boy gave that man his money back because he didn't seem like he was enjoying the show. He gave him $100. He said, how much is your tickets? $100. Here go your money back. You can leave if you're not enjoying yourself. Now I know in the American culture that's like unheard of. They like, oh, Burna being rude, he's arrogant, he's a narcissist, he this, he that. But unless you have ever dealt with a Nigerian man, a wealthy Nigerian man, one that feels that he's in his prime, he's him, you probably wouldn't understand his antics with this, right? Now I'm not, saying that, oh, he was 100% right, but I'm not saying he was 100% wrong either. Because let me tell you this, okay? If you come to my job or let's say you come to my restaurant and, you feel like I'm just going to not have that energy that I need to bring because I don't feel like it, you can leave. I will give you a refund. You can leave because people don't understand how effective energy is. And if someone has negative energy in the place, it can spoil those around that particular person. And if you haven't watched any of Burna Boy's, recent interviews or just heard him talk or just listen to his music and what he was saying, you probably don't understand how spiritual he really is, how he's really into energy, how he's really into discernment, and how he's really in tune. Maybe he felt like that person was such a negative eyesore to him that he had to remove him because it was going to affect his show. And that's simple. If I go to Burna Boy concert and the person next to me is not as lit and is not as turned up, why did you come? Because don't you know when you go to a Nigerian concert, a Nigerian party, a Nigerian club, the turn up is real. If you didn't come to turn up, baby girl, go home. Because over here, we turning up and enjoying ourselves. And I don't need you affecting my energy because you somber, because you sad, because you sick, because you tired, because you mourning. I get it. Guess what? If I'm sad or if I'm mourning, going to a Burna Boy concert, from my perspective, from my own experience, is going to lift your frequency and lift your vibration. And you're going to have such a good time till you ain't going to have time to be in your feelings and feeling some type of way. And I get it. Americans just love to have something to be mad at. So now y'all mad at Burna. But guess what? I'm still going to the concert. And matter of fact, I'm going to make sure that I turn up. And that should show people that when you go to these concerts, when you go see Burna, bring the energy, bring the vibe that he's giving. Because I've seen him perform. I actually even was there when he won his first BET Awards back in the day, like for, was it for African Giant? It had to be for African Giant. But when he won his first BET Awards, I was there and the energy was lovely. Matter of fact, if you ever been to a Nigerian concert, you'll know that the energy is bananas. If you've been to a Nigerian club, if you've been to a Nigerian party, if you just in the house vibing with Nigerians, you'll know that the energy is of good vibes. So Americans, y'all could choose to be mad at Burna Boy because he did something that probably y'all felt was but I feel like y'all feel that way about so much stuff like Is you're always looking for an enemy, you're always looking for a problem, you're always looking for somebody to point the finger at. Instead of saying maybe baby girl should have stayed home because she wasn't in the right psyche to be in that type of environment. And honestly, I love when Burna do this because if I'm at the concert and I pay my good money to have a good time, I don't want nobody next to me that's a sourpuss. I don't want nobody there with negative energy. I don't want nobody there feeling some type of way and bringing that frequency to me and my people while we trying to have a good time. So yeah, I had to talk on it because I felt like people was coming for Burna. Don't be coming for Burna. Don't be coming for the boo. You know what I'm saying? Maybe y'all should do a little research and know that Burna been doing this. He is an African man. He's a Nigerian man, and he got money. So that come with a little bit of, you know what I'm saying, ego, je ne sais quoi, arrogance, whatever you want to call it. I call it, I love it. Anyway, I'll be back with more about Bob Proctor Paradigm Shift. I'm about to meditate, but I just had to come in here and address this real quick, real fast, in a hurry. All right, peace.